All right, what's going on, guys? Eminem Takes here, back with another podcast as usual. Co-host Malcolm, and I guess our always guest. I wouldn't call them guests; they're part members, usual members. We got Nico and we got Steven.
Hi.
And what we're doing today, we're going to be doing our NBA playoff predictions. We just got done watching the Grizzlies and Warriors game. That was a pretty good game, I'd say. I was kind of
Definitely.
hoping for a different outcome. Steph Curry is daddy sometimes. But what we're going to be doing today, we're going to go through the entire bracket and make our bold predictions, our very, very hot takes, and our finals winners, I guess. So, with that being said, I'll go ahead and go first and get mine out of the way.
So before
So
we
yeah,
start, I feel like we should all say how much NBA we've watched this year. So Miller, what about you?
I've watched one full game, and
Same.
that's because I went to that game, Hornets Nuggets, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and
God.
that's the only full game I've watched.
The only game I watched was one Mavs game. It was their opening game, and I haven't watched a full NBA game since, besides the one today.
I have not watched a full game this entire season.
Oh my god, bro! I watched like 30 full games.
Okay,
And
All
I
right,
dog.
listened
so basically
And
what
I
you're
listened
saying
to
is
the
that
Kenny recaps.
So basically, what you're saying is that you should have the most accurate playoff predictions, right?
I wouldn't say
He
that.
has the most
A lot of
biased
predictions
playoff
a bit are a bit of luck.
Anything
And
can happen. I feel like.
let's just say if my champion decides to lose in the second round, I'm gonna kill someone.
4K. I'm taking
Oh.
that
First
over.
round exit.
First round exit. Ooh,
Round
Nico's
exit.
Nico's
First round
crying.
exit.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off. I'm gonna go on the Western Conference first. So the Jazz versus the Grizzlies. I feel like it's gonna be a no-brainer, maybe. Which the NBA is pretty unpredictable. Some teams could have breakout games and just completely ball out in a series. But I got the Utah Jazz winning that game, that series.
Okay.
Suns versus Lakers. Lakers at the seventh seed is kind of a scary thought for other NBA teams, but I don't think that it's good enough against the Suns, so I'm going with the Suns to win that series.
Okay.
Nuggets versus Blazers. Nikola Jokic is a god, pretty self-explanatory, so I got the Nuggets winning that. Clippers versus the Mavericks. I have high hopes in Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I feel like they're gonna ball out. I feel like Luka pretty much has to do everything. I don't know. Does Luka actually have help, or is he
Porzingis.
just kind of a one-man band?
Porzingis.
Porzingis
here's the
is
thing.
healthy?
Last
Is
year-
he?
Porzingis playing?
Yeah,
Here's
he
the thing
is.
though. Porzingis last year in the bubble was averaging like 30 and 10,
Yeah.
and this year he's been averaging like 20 and 8. So unless he decides to go out into the playoffs and decide to become the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
If he goes into New York Knicks prime
He's been mid,
Porzingis,
yeah.
him and Luca carry 100%.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but
been
I don't think they got it good enough. So I'm going with the Clippers to win that.
Oof.
And then, all right, now it's time for me to go. I'll go to the East, or should I just keep going West?
Go to the East. Go to the East.
Should we all do our like left side of the bracket first,
Yeah.
and then we all switch
Yeah,
over
well-
to the right
Okay,
side?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll do that, and then once
Oh.
we all get done, I'll go to the East first room.
I will go second. All right. So the number 1 seed Jazz against the number 9 seed Memphis Grizzlies. I initially had Memphis. I thought about it for a second, and I was like, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are too much of a force, so I took the Utah Jazz
In how many games?
in 5.
Okay, cool. I was gonna be like, how the hell did you have the Grizzlies?
I was
Like,
recency
Look, Dylan
bias.
Brooks is good, but no.
Then, number 4 versus number 5, the Clippers versus the Mavericks. I have Dallas pulling that out in 6 games. Okay. I feel like it could be 6 or 7 games. I'm not really sure, but I say 6 for now. Between the 3rd seed Nuggets and the 6th seed Blazers, I have the Blazers 6 games. Blazers with Dame, McCollum. I feel like they'll booty rape the Nuggets because the Nuggets only have Nikola, Murray, hurt, so he can't.
Jamal Murray's not.
Yeah,
Jamal
obviously.
Murray's out for the year.
Wait, Mal,
Yeah.
what did you say for the Clippers, Dallas
I
series?
said Mavericks in 6.
Okay.
And then Suns, Lakers. I have Lakers in 7. Okay.
Ooh,
There-
Lakers in
There's
7.
my hot take. Okay.
All right.
Who wants to go
So
next? Go
I'll
ahead.
go. Utah, Memphis. I got Utah in 5 just because I feel like Memphis, if they play a game like they did today against the Warriors, they might pull one
They
out.
can, yeah, but they can play at
yeah.
least one game.
Okay. Clippers, Mavericks. As a Clipper fan, the Mavericks scared the fuck out of me. I think it was our 3rd game. We didn't have Kawhi. And I think at halftime it was 77-27. And I was like, I think they ended up winning the game by 51. So
Jesus.
I don't like the Mavs. And then Luka crossed Paul George twice in
Yup.
the second time they played. But yeah, so I got
Yeah.
Clippers in 7.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I just don't
I
trust.
feel like the Clippers and the Mavericks series could be 50-50.
Yeah,
Because both are really
they're
good teams
evenly
when
matched
fully
up.
healthy. I feel like, and then you saw them play last year in the bubble.
But
feel
KD
like-
got injured.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna save my
Honestly,
takes
this
for
whole series really depends on Paul George. If he's ass, we lose. If he's good, we win.
Pandemic P, man.
Pandemic P,
It's gonna-
baby.
Pandemic P's coming back at it.
Pandemic Tata.
All right, then Denver, Portland. I got Denver in 7. I feel like because they've been playing better without Jamal Murray. Like I think when Jamal Murray went out, they won 9 of their next 10. So I got
Yeah.
Denver.
Jokic, yeah,
and
I feel like Michael Porter Jr. is like a pretty good replacement for Jamal
Oh, yeah.
Murray because he's been putting up great numbers
Well,
with Jokic, and I feel like that's a good duo for the
here's the thing,
playoffs.
though. I don't know if you guys have watched many Nuggets games,
No.
but Porter
Honestly,
isn't really
cold.
like a Jamal Murray off the ball, he's not like that guy that you can go to and he'll like get some crossovers and then take a midi. He's a catch and shoot type of dude.
Yeah,
So it's just if he's making his
agree.
shots or not.
Seen highlights.
Great fantasy pickup though. And then
no.
Phoenix versus Lakers. I got Phoenix in 7.
yeah, a bunch of
Miller,
games. You got 3 straight game 7s going on.
Mhm.
Tyler, what did
yeah.
you have for the Lakers and the Phoenix?
Like how many games? Like who'd I have winning?
Yeah. How many games?
I said Suns in 6.
Steven, go ahead.
Okay, so for my bracket, first overall, we have the Jazz versus the Grizzlies. I have the Jazz winning this in 5. I feel like the Jazz are just too good coming out of the West, and the Grizzlies, they have the ability to pull one. I feel like they could sneak a game 1 win in there just subtly, and then they'll just get clapped the next 4 games. I feel like that's a very big
Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah.
And then for the Mavs Clippers, I feel like this is going to be a 50-50 toss-up of either team winning, but I do feel like the Mavericks will take this in 7. I feel like this will go the distance.
Okay.
And then next up we have
Nico's not
Nico's not
rocking with
happy.
it.
Next up, so next up we have the Nuggets and Trailblazers. I have the Nuggets in 6. I feel like they're just too sound of a team all around, even though that the Trailblazers are too. I feel like the Nuggets will just pull this off. And then next up,
Okay.
we have the 7-seed Lakers versus the 2-seed Suns. I have the 2-seed Suns in 6. So,
Okay.
might be a shocker for some people. Next up, we have the Jazz and the Mavericks. I have the Mavericks moving on. I don't know why. It just kind of came out that way. No even bias intended. I just kind of pick and chose wherever I wanted to. And then moving on down, we
Fine.
have the Nuggets and the
Hold
Suns.
on. You just said Mavericks are winning against the Jazz?
Indubitably.
Ow.
And then we have the Nuggets versus
I
Suns.
can
I have the
see that.
Nuggets moving on. And then the Western Conference Final, I have the Mavericks versus the Nuggets, where the Nuggets will win.
So you got the Nuggets going to the finals?
Yep.
Nuggets and they don't even have Jamal Murray. They don't even have the head goat, bro.
I don't even care.
I don't know why
Nah,
you think-
Jokic. You'd be surprised how hardcore Jokic has been balling this
Pause.
year. Where's the pause in that?
Are you
Just because I
playing
said hardcore?
yeah.
Hardcore
balling.
buckets.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
What type of
Alright, so
hard
everybody bucket.
Miller do you playing over there, bro?
Miller to your right side.
Well, since Steven already went the complete Western Conference, I'll just finish off my Western Conference.
Yeah, we gotta finish up for Western Conference.
So I have. Hold on. Let me see this for a minute. Okay, yeah. So Jazz versus Clippers. All right. I got the Clippers winning that in 6. I feel like the
Okay.
Jazz just tend to.
Yes,
I don't.
sir.
It's a battle of the choking teams because they both tend to choke very hardcore in like these rounds. So I feel like they're both gonna like choke. But like I feel like the Jazz are gonna choke more, obviously. Hence why they're
Okay.
not moving on.
That's what I like. To hear.
Nuggets versus the Suns. I have the Suns in 7.
Ooh.
I think Chris Paul and Devin Booker are just gonna ball out. I feel like it's not enough for Jokic to just keep it going.
That's a real possibility.
So I got the Suns winning that. So for the Western Conference Finals, the Suns versus the Clippers, I got it going to a 7-game series with the LA Clippers moving on to the finals.
Ooh.
Oh
I
my.
don't know. I just feel like this is their breakout year. You know, they've had enough slander for the last 10 years as a whole. You know, so I feel like
Yeah.
this is gonna be their breakout year, and they're just gonna finally get to a finals.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do my
Y'all
Western
know
side.
like that.
So in the semifinals, I have the number 1 seed Jazz against the number 5 seed Mavericks, and I have the Utah Jazz taking that series 7 games. Then for the second set of the semifinals, I have the 6 seed Blazers against the 7 seed Lakers. I have the 7 seed Lakers taking that in 5 games. Okay.
Nah,
That-
bro. What kind of take?
What?
That's worse than my
Alright.
Nuggets in the finals take, bro. I'm sorry.
That's not-
Yeah, the
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's
That's
not.
it is already
Okay.
a hill.
Then conference finals for the West, I have the 1 seed Jazz against the 7 seed Lakers, and I have the 7 seed
God
Lakers
almighty.
moving on to the NBA Finals in 6 games. All right.
come on, suck them off a bit more.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Bro, get off
God.
your knees for LeBron.
Pop off of LeBron's wiener for one. Good
All right,
Lord.
hold up. So, I got Clippers, Jazz. You know, I got Clippers in 6. I've watched a lot of Clipper games, especially the ones against the Jazz, the Mavericks,
Miller.
and the Suns.
Just pure
Um,
disappointment.
We beat the Jazz a good amount, except for the fact that Rudy Gobert usually gives us that good.
Whoa.
But
Hey, yo, what?
Hey yo,
didn't
what the
stutter.
fuck?
bro, Zubac.
God almighty.
He's a Laker legend. Don't disrespect
But
him.
nah, we've gotten better against the Jazz. They kicked our ass like 2 years ago. But I got us in 6. Then Denver and Phoenix. I got Phoenix in 7. Clippers and Phoenix. I got Clippers in 5.
Damn. Okay.
In 5.
That's
So let me
Ooh.
explain.
That's
We would have swept the season series against the Suns had it not been for Kawhi being out that last game, and we lost to them by like 7 or 8 because they made a few shots down the clutch. And also the past 2 series I've had the Suns winning. They've both gone to 7 games, so I'd assume they'd be a bit tired. And yeah, so I got my Clippers in the finals.
respectable.
Sweet. So Malcolm has the Lakers in the finals. Steven has the Nuggets, and me and Nico have the Clippers for the West.
Very
All right,
nice.
so
Clippers.
all right, so I'll continue. I'll start off on the East, and I'm just gonna go all the way down to the finals for them.
Yeah.
So 76ers versus the Wizards. I already know, as you can see, I got my boy Westbrook on.
Don't do it.
It's going to a 7-game series, and I got the Wizards taking
You're
down the
fucking slow in the
76ers.
brain.
The
man. You're slow.
76ers are the absolute choke artists of this entire league. So the 76ers are going down first round. Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal is going to absolutely pound the shit out of Embiid and Simmons. It's just going to be a field
He's not
day.
even playing, is he?
Who?
Is Joel Embiid even playing?
Yeah, he is. I think.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
I thought
playing.
he got hurt. I don't
think
watch
so.
basketball, so
I'll
I don't
check.
know.
He was hurt for a bit, but he's already come back.
I thought
Yeah, I
he
didn't
did.
think he was back or not.
Anywho, moving on. We got the Knicks versus the Hawks.
No, Embiid's fun.
I don't know how either one of these teams made the playoffs. Like,
The Knicks have been good
these,
this year.
These are like
Knicks
these are like one of the
have a
worst 2
crazy
teams
ass
last
defense.
year. I guess. I mean, they went from one of the worst 2 teams last year to both making the playoffs. but I got the Knicks winning that in 6. I feel like they've just been on a tear. Julius
Boy,
Randle, he's
Julius
been
Randle.
a pure bucket here
Julius
lately.
Randle.
Kentucky legend, by the way.
I think he's gonna win Most Improved Player too. So,
Custom
yeah,
Academy
100%,
legend
yeah.
also.
all
Very
right,
deserving. Hey, yo,
Buck.
Julius Randle, if you see this, we'd love to have you
No,
on the
Hop
please
on
show.
the
don't start that
podcast.
shit again.
Yeah, yeah.
We will.
Please don't start that again. All right, Bucks versus Heat.
Yo, Tyler Hero, if you're watching this, we'd love to have you on. Hop on the podcast.
Tyler Hero, if you see this.
I'm
Yo,
quitting
Russell
the
Westbrook, have you
podcast.
seen this?
I'm quitting the podcast. Anywho, Bucks versus Heat. I really haven't heard much about Giannis this year at all, and I feel like Jimmy Butler is still like a legend how he was last year, carrying to the finals. So I got the Heat winning that series in a 7-game series.
In
Uh,
7?
I really don't know. I really
Nico's
don't.
frozen on my
Yeah,
screen.
Nico's frozen
Yeah.
for me too.
Yeah,
There we
he's
go.
good
Oh,
now.
there we go.
No, I've just been
All right.
staring like this for the past minute.
So anyways, Heat winning that series. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. I don't think Giannis got the juice in him. Not the juice.
Yeah.
So, Nets versus Celtics. I think we all can agree that the Nets are going to win that series. And I'm going pretty bold. That's going to be a clean sweep. If everyone's healthy and
Ooh.
playing, it's going to be a clean sweep. Well, you're not going to like this. Wizards versus Knicks. Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal
Jesus
keep
Christ.
going on a tear. Wizards in 6. Wizards
Ow.
are going to keep going on that tear. They're going to be the Cinderella.
And he's frozen. And he's frozen.
There he goes. They're going to be the Cinderella.
Left story.
Anyway,
Bro, God did
anyways,
not like
they're going to be the Cinderella team. They're going to keep going all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Heat versus Nets. It's the Nets, like I said. Pretty unstoppable team if they're all healthy. I got Nets in 5 for that one. And then the Eastern Conference Finals. We got
Swear to God.
the
Swear to
Brooklyn Nets
Swear to
versus
God.
the Washington Wizards.
Miller, if you
We
do
got
this,
we got the super team versus
the
Russell
janitors.
Westbrook and Bradley Beal. And like I said, you got the Cinderella story going. But unfortunately, this Cinderella story comes to an end. We got the
Good,
Nets
good.
winning in 6. So
Good.
my
Okay,
finals is Clippers versus Nets.
Okay. Wait.
Great. All right, so I'll take it away next. Number 1 seed 76ers against the number 8 seed Wizards. I have the 76ers taking that series in 6 games. Number 4 seed Knicks against the number 5 seed Hawks. I have the Knicks taking that in 6. Number 3 seed Bucks versus the number 6 seed Miami Heat. I have Miami taking that in 7 games. I feel like that's going to be a long series, but I feel like Miami's going to pull it out. Pause. Number 2 seed Nets against the number 7 seed Celtics. I have Nets coming out that series in 6 games. Miller said that Miller claimed a clean sweep, which I think that that's not going to fucking happen, period.
Wait,
Okay,
so you
but,
said
all right.
Nets in 6?
At 6.
Okay.
If they're all
Semifinals.
healthy, it's gonna
Yeah.
be a clean sweep.
Semifinals, the number 1 seed 76ers against the number 4 seed Knicks. I'll say Clippers. It's the Knicks. Hot take, I had the New York Knicks moving on in 6 games. Okay? Knicks have had an absolutely amazing season led by superstar Kentucky legend Emmanuel Quickly.
Who is that? I don't even know who
No,
that
he didn't
is.
even carry their team. It was Frank Ntilikina.
Led.
I
No.
don't even
It
know
was-
who that is. I don't even know who that is.
All right. Yeah, because you shut the fuck up. All right.
I don't know these irrelevant Kentucky
And
players.
we have the number 2 seed Nets against the number 6 seed Miami Heat. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the Brooklyn Nets moving on in 6.
Just
Then
in pain.
you have the number 4 seed Knicks versus the number 2 seed Nets.
Ooh,
This is
the
a
Battle
New
of
York
New
matchup.
York.
New
Ooh.
York.
This is the New York matchup, and I have, ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Nets moving on in 5 games.
Respectable.
I would really love to see
New
the
York.
Knicks make it to the finals, but I just don't think that they can
I'd
make
pull
it
out all
past
my
a
Knicks
fully
merch.
healthy.
Nah, the fact that
Knicks.
if they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think that's a pretty big
That's
Yeah.
an
accomplishment.
That's a very
They're
big
gonna
Sure.
put they're
leap of
gonna
success.
put that shit on the
So
banner.
you
That's
got
gonna
you
be
have
that's gonna be
Nets Lakers.
That's gonna be put in Madison Square
Nets
Garden.
Lakers.
Okay. All right. Let me do mine. All right. I'm gonna start from the other side. Brooklyn versus Boston. I got Brooklyn in 5. I think Jason Tatum might pop off one of these games, have a 40-50 bomb, and they win. Again, I'm going with you guys with what you said. Surprisingly, I got Miami in 7. I
Okay.
feel like Giannis, it's gonna be like a 2-0 lead, and then Miami's gonna figure out how to defend Giannis and Chris Middleton and Drew. But I could be completely wrong, and they just win in 5. So I got the Knicks.
It's 50-50.
Yeah, I got the Knicks in 6 against the Hawks, and Philly versus Washington. Miller, I think you're gonna like this one. I got Philly sweeping.
Damn. Damn, you did him dirty. Jesus Christ.
That was actually so uncalled for.
Pack them bags up. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
Ow.
That physically hurt my heart. I changed my mind. Clippers aren't going to the finals.
Yo.
You change your mind?
You change.
Yeah.
Okay, I love you, Miller. Well,
Yes.
so Philly versus New York. I got Philly in 5.
Right.
The Julius Randle powerhouse is not enough to, Embiid's gonna dominate the fuck out of Nerlens Noel. And then Brooklyn versus Miami. I got Brooklyn in 6. I think Miami might figure it out for like 1 or 2 games, but it's not going past that.
Yeah.
And then Philly versus Brooklyn. I got Brooklyn in 5.
Okay.
So I got Clippers Brooklyn in my finals.
Steven, take it away.
Okay, so on the first matchup we have the Sixers versus the Wizards, and I have the Sixers winning in 5. I feel like the Wizards aren't going to be able to do anything. They'll pull off a game just straight out of their ass somehow. Just
get
lob
lucky.
it down with like 1 second left and it goes in. Who knows? The Wizards pulling off their wizard magic. And then we have the Knicks versus the Hawks. You see, I was a Knicks fan before anything else, and Porzingis was my favorite player. But when he came to the local Mavericks, that's when I switched to being like a Mavericks fan, solely because of the player. So I have the Knicks bias here, and I have the Wicks. The Wicks. Yes. The Knicks winning in 5 games. And next up, we have the Heat and the Bucks. I have the Heat winning in 6. I feel like Giannis is basically just a one-man show out there. I get he had other players around him, but I feel like he's just the main man. They're going to take advantage of that, and the Heat will somehow find a way just to crack the win in 6
So we
games.
all have Heat beating the Bucks.
Yep. And then we have the Nets versus Celtics. Look, Marcus Smart is my dad, but there's no shot in hell that they even get a game off the Nets. That's
Bro,
a sweep.
I was like, wait.
I was like, if you have Marcus Smart leading the Celtics past the fucking Nets, I was gonna kill you. Okay.
Imagine we talk all this shit and then Marcus Smart decided to shot 50.
Yeah.
And then next up, we have the
Celtics
Sixers
in
and the
7.
Knicks. This is where the Knicks run comes to an end. I have the Sixers winning in 6 games. And next up, we have the Nets versus the Heat. I have the Heat winning in 6 games also. So we have Sixers versus Heat conference final.
Okay.
And then conference final, Sixers Heat. I have the Heat winning in 7 games to go to the NBA Finals.
Wow.
So my
I thought I was stupid.
Dude, I'm a Miami Heat fan, and I think that that's completely bogus. I love my Miami Heat. I love my Jimmy, my Bam, my Tyler.
Everyone has their own opinions.
I mean, yeah, I have the Lakers in the finals.
Yeah,
so
but
I
I'm
mean,
stupid when I have the Wizards going for.
Yeah, because the Wizards have Russell Westbrook.
Bradley
and-
Beal sometimes.
Actually, sorry. Let me get this right. They have Bradley Beal and playoff Westbrook. Depending on the day, that can be good or bad.
Yeah.
Always
And then,
good.
since
We're
I'm
so
already
good
here,
that we
I'll
did
start
against
out with
the
my
Pacers.
NBA Finals. So I have the Nuggets versus Miami Heat, and I have the Denver Nuggets winning in 5 games.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay.
The Heat. So you're telling me the Heat goes on that fat fucking run
Wait,
just to
so-
lose in 5 games?
Yep.
I mean, that's what happened in
What?
real life too, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 6 games against the Lakers?
It's
Wait.
basically a repeat.
So you have who? How does that work?
What do you want to know?
This guy's having a stroke right now.
Here's the thing. Bam's gonna be on Jokic, right?
Yeah.
Bam's a great defender. Jimmy's gonna be on Michael Porter. Who the fuck is gonna score?
Someone
Facundo
will.
Campasso?
Someone will. Who?
What the fuck did you just say?
Did you say Que pasa?
Yeah, Campasso, bro.
Que
Who
pasa?
that is?
Best player in the league.
George Niang is the best player for the Nuggets. All right.
I don't know how you get that whole bracket and then you're like, oh yeah, Nuggets in 5.
You know
feel
me,
like-
bro. I watched 3 NBA games this year, and I
I
literally
mean-
threw this together in 14 seconds.
I feel
Alright.
like if the Heat were to play against the Nuggets, that they would fuck the Nuggets up.
Yeah.
I just don't think that the Nuggets have
Let
that
me see something
power.
really quick. I want to see what the Heat and the Nuggets did this year. They
Miller Wall-
had 2 games and the Nuggets destroyed them twice. Interesting.
Really?
Interesting.
What were the
Watch
scores of
my
the
team.
games?
Look at Steven, man. 109 to 82.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
And
And
then
then
123 to
106. Yeah.
I might be
So
honest. Something,
go
boys.
ahead and.
They might be onto something.
The perfect bracket.
Oh.
So, alright. So for my finals, I have Clippers Nets, right? I got Clippers in 7. Now, okay. The Clippers lost twice, or like both the games against the Nets this year, but they lost by 4. Let me see. Then the Nets have James. Yeah, they lost by 4 when Kyrie dropped 39. James Harden had a triple double, and KD had 28 and 9. And they lost by 4, and then they lost 4 here to another. Oh no, James Harden had 37. Kyrie had 28, and then KD didn't play this game. But
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
All right.
I think might pull it out.
No, see, I just don't know if the Clippers make it finals.
I don't see the Clippers
feel
getting
like-
past the Mavericks in the first place.
Yeah,
Okay, we need,
I-
can we stop? Can we
got the
stop?
Clippers. I got the Clippers taking a first round exit. all
First
right?
round exit.
Anyway.
Malcolm, look how quickly I'll change mine to Bucks and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss you on the lips right now.
Ah!
And I'm not cutting that out. All right. I
Good.
take NBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen. I have the Lakers versus the Nets.
Jesus Christ.
And my very bold prediction, okay?
God.
Miller already wants to commit suicide. My very bold prediction, ladies and gentlemen, are the Nets pulling this out in 7 games.
Thank
I really
you.
want
Thank
the
you.
Lakers. I really want the Lakers to win. but
Why?
I feel like because okay,
Bro, my mouse was
Anthony
over the
Davis.
disconnect button.
I am an Anthony Davis fan. Okay, I've been kissing his pee ever since he played for the Kentucky Wildcats. I'm a LeBron fan as well. So
Wait, he's an
I
ass.
thought you
really
hated
like to see
LeBron. I
them
thought you
win.
hated LeBron.
I used to be a LeBron stan too.
God almighty. I thought you were like me and Miller.
Anyway, so for my finals, I had Clippers Nets also, but I have a completely different outcome. I got the Nets winning that in 6. You know,
No!
like I said, like I
Nico.
said for every other round for the Nets, super team.
Down
If
abysmally.
everyone's healthy, no one's beating them. So yeah, that's mine. So
So in conclusion, the Grizzlies are going to win the championship.
Yes.
yeah,
I
and
mean,
Russell Westbrook's gonna win Finals MVP.
It's gonna be the Wizards versus the Grizzlies, and it's gonna go to the distance, and then Russell Westbrook is literally gonna do a behind-the-back half-court shot to win. Mark my words.
Okay, let's not get unrealistic
it's
here.
on
We all
my
know it's going to be
wrist. What is
Rowe.
this?
Bro, did you just stab yourself? What the?
Chocolate. My hand.
Chocolate.
Maybe it's Dookie.
Well, after saying that, I think that's a good way to wrap it up. Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks for
tuning in.
watching and
Shout out-
listening.
Sorry, I didn't know this was your podcast.
It is.
Oh, fuck,
Laughs
where
in
was I?
pain.
Oh yeah. All right.
Bet.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to
Thank you
Nico
guys
and
for
Steven
tuning
for
in.
hopping on. Shout out to my co-host Malcolm for being there as always.
Thanks for
And
me
I'll
coming
see
on my
you
own
guys in the
podcast.
next one. Peace. Shut
Steven,
up.
I'm gonna fuck.